Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about how much money should I be bringing to the Philippines. So really, there's two parts to this. This part that you're going to be watching today is basically what to bring if you plan on moving here. I'm going to do another video on how much money you should bring if you're here visiting. But this is to tell you or advise you how much money that I brought here to the Philippines when I moved here. So when I first came here in November of 22, and I stayed for 2 months to see if it was going to be a good fit for me in the Philippines. Of course, I did the research on where I wanted to stay for 2 months. I stayed at a place called Alicia R. Partel. Alicia R. Partel. It's like an apartment hotel. That was the breakdown on that. At the time, it was November 22, so the pandemic was just coming to a close, so prices were still pretty low. So I paid about $22,000 a month for a one-bedroom, fully furnished kitchen, fully furnished apartment. It overlooked the streets, a lot of traffic. I learned a lot by just watching the traffic. But there was a big shopping mall across the street, and then Gaisano Town Market on the right of me. So anytime I needed to do some shopping for cooking, I could do that with no problem. I paid for all of my hotel fees up front. I brought about $6,000 cash and some credit cards in case of an emergency. So watch the video. You're going to learn of all the type of expenses you need to be aware of. Watch it, and please like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and I will catch you on the tail end.
How much money should I bring to the Philippines? That's the big question on your mind as you plan your dream family vacation or retirement. Worry not. As an expat to this beautiful archipelago, this video guide you through your essential trip preparations, giving you insights into how much cash you'll need for a stress-free living. Let's talk about the budget. The Philippines offers a wide range of experiences for every wallet size. So whether you're after an affordable adventure or a luxurious getaway, you'll want to have a clear understanding of the Philippines currency and how to best manage your money during your stay. From accommodation and transportation expenses to food, dining, and entertainment, this video got you covered. To ensure a hassle-free journey, let's delve into the necessary preparations. First things first, do you need a visa? For many nationalities, the Philippines offers visa-free entry for stays up to 30 days, but always double-check the requirements for your specific country. You'll need a valid passport, too, with at least 6 months of remaining validity from your date of entry into the Philippines. Booking your flights is a crucial step. While there are several airlines to choose from, Philippine Airlines offers direct routes and is the country's flag carrier. When purchasing tickets, be sure to compare prices across various travel websites to grab the best deal. So here's some advice to lighten up your trip preparation. Comfortable shoes are an absolute must. Trust me, your feet will thank you after a day of exploring the stunning landscapes. Preparedness is a beautiful thing, especially when traveling with your loved ones. With the right preparations, you'll be well equipped for a memorable adventure in the Philippines. Understanding Philippines currency. The Philippine peso, PHP, is the currency used in the Philippines, and it's the one you'll need when you're enjoying your vacation or retirement in the Philippines. It's a good idea to exchange some foreign currency for pesos before arriving at an authorized currency exchange center in the Philippines. Keep in mind that USD is also widely accepted in various establishments as emergency cash or even for settling larger transactions. One important consideration when bringing cash to the Philippines is the limit set by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas (BSP). You are allowed to bring in up to 50,000 Philippine pesos without prior authorization, so make sure to stay within this amount to avoid any issues. Now let's talk about those exchange rates. You'll want to keep an eye on them, as they can vary from day to day. A useful tip is to use online tools like currency converters to get real-time rates. This will help you budget and manage your money more effectively throughout your stay. When it comes to spending in the Philippines, a mix of cash and electronic payments is a wise approach. For local purchases like food or transportation, cash is more commonly used. However, for larger expenses like accommodations or activities, credit cards or electronic transfers could come in handy. Finally, remember that a little preparation goes a long way. It's a good idea to have a rough daily budget in mind to make the most out of your trip. And don't forget, have fun, enjoy your stay, and let the stunning Philippines charm you. The Philippines is a Southeast Asian country with a low cost of living that appeals to visitors and expats from around the world. The cost of living in the Philippines is similar to that of other countries in Southeast Asia, such as Indonesia and Thailand, but it's significantly less than expensive cities like New York City and Singapore. Still, the cost of living in the Philippines can vary widely depending on your lifestyle and where you choose to live. How to determine the cost of living in the Philippines? Cost of living is the estimated monthly cost of food, housing, healthcare, and other basic necessities. If you're a retiree or digital nomad, then your money will likely go further than if you're earning a local salary. For example, a software engineer in Manila can expect a salary of $16,190, compared to an average salary of $49,077 in Singapore. The official currency of the Philippines is the Philippine peso, which uses the currency abbreviation PHP and the symbol. A peso is divided into 100 centimos. Coins come in denominations of 1, 5, 10, and 20 pesos and 1, 5, 10, and 25 centimos. Banknotes range from 20 to 1,000 pesos. To keep things simple, all of the prices in this video are shown in US dollars, USD, so you can easily compare them to other currencies of the world. The cost of living in the Philippines by city. As in many countries, it's more expensive to live in major cities, like Manila and Quezon City, than it is to live in rural areas. Housing accounts for the biggest differences in cost, but food, transportation, healthcare, and other monthly expenses also play a factor. Here's what you can expect to pay in 4 popular regions of the Philippines. Manila. Manila is the capital of the Philippines and is the second biggest city after Quezon City. It has a population of 1,846,513 million people and offers an urban lifestyle with direct flights to many international destinations. The cost of living for an expat is more than for a local. Cebu City. Cebu City is a centrally located city that's one of the country's main shipping ports. It's a popular tourist destination as well as a technology hub. The cost of living in Cebu is less than in Manila, but it's still one of the more expensive cities in the Philippines. Baguio. Baguio offers a very different lifestyle than Cebu City and Manila. It has a cooler climate due to its higher elevation and forested surroundings. Baguio has a population of 366,000, many of whom are students. Average rents in Baguio are less than in Manila, but the cost of food and drink is comparable to larger cities. Davao. Davao is situated in the south of the Philippines and is the third largest city after Manila and Quezon City. It's located near Mount Apo, a dormant volcano and the country's tallest mountain, and it has a strong culinary scene and agricultural sector. With studio apartments available for less than $500 per month, Davao has the lowest cost of living in the Philippines for a major city. Here is the cost of living as an expat in Davao City. Based on these figures, Manila has the highest cost of living in the Philippines, while Baguio and Davao are both more affordable. But you can live cheaply or exorbitantly anywhere in the Philippines, depending on how you choose to spend your money. Here are 4 key factors that can impact the cost of living in the Philippines. Housing. Housing is the biggest factor in determining your average cost of living each month. If you're a single person renting a studio apartment in the city center, you can expect to pay more than if you share a 1-bedroom apartment or live in a rural area. Monthly rents may be higher for expats in short-term accommodation than for locals who buy or rent property long-term. Although the Philippines is a popular country to retire in, foreign nationals can't buy real estate, just certain condominium units. Food and drink. The cost of food and drink in the Philippines is more affordable than in many countries, thanks to its abundant seafood and world-famous street food culture. The cost of a cappuccino in Manila is around $2.90, while a domestic beer is 85 cents, and lunch at a mid-range restaurant is $4.40. Eating at international chains like McDonald's may cost more than shopping at supermarkets or eating popular Filipino foods. Healthcare. Healthcare expenses are different for expats and locals. Filipino citizens have access to free healthcare through Full Health, while non-citizens will need to purchase their own health insurance plan, ranging from 1,400 pesos to 60,000 pesos per year. Transportation. Transportation costs are relatively low in the Philippines, with many Filipinos opting for shared transportation rather than owning a personal vehicle. Manila has several public transport options, including the MRT and the LRT. But the most affordable and convenient form of transport is the jeepney, converted jeeps that can fit up to 20 passengers at a time. Although smaller cities have limited public transport options, there are still plenty of ways to get around. You can always catch a ride on a tricycad, a cycle rickshaw, or pedicab for just a few pesos. To conclude, you can live comfortably in the Philippines starting from $1,500 US. The Philippines has a low cost of living, making it a popular destination for retirees and expats alike. It will take time to adjust to life in the Philippines, but having a handle on your budget can help you ease the transition.
Okay, I hope you really enjoyed that video. A couple of things that you should know is a couple of things you should do, the must-dos, I would call it, must-dos, is make sure that you have access to funds where you let your banks know that you're coming to the Philippines for that period of time that you're going to be here, because they will lock you out. I've heard some real horror stories that, and then trying to get it unlocked is going to be a problem. So make sure you let the banks know on your credit cards that you're going to be coming to the Philippines so you have access to your money. There are ATM machines that you can withdraw money from, but unless you tell your bank that you're going to be out here, they will lock you out. Okay. Um, Matter of fact, I had my bank, which is Bank of America, lock me out, and I've been here now for a while, over a year, and they saw activity on my debit card, on my main checking account, and I haven't used that because I was using credit cards, but I did notify them. But they locked up the card because A, I never used that card before, and B, a couple of reasons. B, I haven't used that card in a while, and B, um, I used it at a store that they were not familiar with. So they paid it or they put it on hold, sent me an email, and I had to call them up to say that credit card charge was okay to pay. All right. So that's one thing. Make sure you have access to your money. Have access to a couple good credit cards because, God forbid, you end up in the hospital. Um, you have to pay before you leave. They will stop you. They will try to stop you from leaving if you don't pay your bill before. So try and look up health insurance. If you do come out here for this short time, it's really pretty cheap. Couple $100, and I'm over 65 years old, so that was my cost for a couple months. The other thing you should be really considering is when you get here, notify the embassy. There's a form they have you fill out that where you're staying, phone numbers, contact numbers, that God forbid something happens to you, they could, um, through your ID, contact the embassy and see if you have contact information there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me some comments. If you have any questions, ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer them. If you need some contact information about agents that you can trust and trying to find you a place to stay, send me a comment and I'll get back to you. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. It really helps me a lot. So till the next time, enjoy and be safe.